Google Calendar is super helpful at keeping your social life organized when you're poly. In this episode, we're going to take a look at how it and any other shareable organizational tool can be used to make non-monogamous life less bumpy. Welcome to the Non-Mainstream. I'm Morgan Jones. Thank you for tuning in. It's going to get deep. Please remember to like and subscribe and comment and stuff. Follow, maybe? I'd like to get your feedback. What are some of the ways Google Calendar helps your life non-monogamously? Comment below for me so we can talk about it and share. When you're a poly, keeping your schedule straight is hugely important. Missing dates and double booking hurts feelings and makes things seem shaky at best. One of the best tools I know of for keeping things straight is actually making use of a calendar. There are many calendar systems and apps out there, but by far Google Calendar has outpaced them all in usability and adaptability for when we need that help non-monogamously. Why Google Calendar? It's on a lot of people's phones. A lot of people have Gmail addresses. There is some really nice functionality that comes in that allows for Hangouts and other add-ins. You can do all kinds of task tracking stuff with it, invite other people to them. The number one reason is you can share it with various degrees of access and permissions with multiple people. This means that you can choose how much of your life you allow other people to see. You can let them just see when you're busy, all the way to making sharing decisions on your calendar itself, and then adding and deleting events, creating dates with you without checking with you to see if you have something that's not on your calendar. You can give that access to someone else. This is a way that some poly people determine relationship status as to how much they let their partner see. Oh, they're busy, they don't actually see details yet. It's cool. It's cool. And then there's the fact that not only can you make calendars that can be shared with individuals, you can do group calendaring. And that's where everyone can have equal access to add and remove stuff, so everybody has a lot of cohesion and there's a lot of sharing going on in the polycule at this way. Now, I'm a fairly busy person and I tend to have a full schedule. There are a lot of things I do, and I keep pretty damn active, honestly. There are a lot of things that I need to keep track of personally and professionally, and I use Google Calendar to do pretty much all of it. I even have Microsoft Flow add stuff to my Google Calendar from Outlook so that I have it on my phone. I have quite a few calendars I track. I have my regular one that's my normal Gmail that everything goes to. All my job stuff, the initial. I have one that I only keep professional stuff on, like my interviews, my appointments, meetings with clients, that kind of thing. I have one that I use to help my memory for occurrences and the anniversary of dates of events. That way it helps me remember them. There are calendars for tracking the large events and festivals I want to go to. I can invite people to those. I have a couple other ones as well, but there are two specific ones I want to talk about. First, I have a social calendar that I share with people that I'm intimate with and I have established relationships. I call it Morgan's GPS. It tells you where the hell I am. Its ultimate purpose is my partners and people I date can know if I'm busy or not. This makes it easy for us to sync plans and make date. It helps me be poly. It also makes it so that others can be aware of that I might be spending time with someone else. They need to be aware, respectful and courteous, that there is likely a need for courtesy and understanding that I may be spending time with someone and not touching my phone. And if I don't answer, they can go look at my calendar and see if I've got something going on. There are also different levels of visibility in my day-to-day and personals according to each person and what and where each relationship is working and where we are with that and sharing our lives. Some of them can see who my time is being spent with. Some can't. All they can see is that I'm busy. I'm really big on personal privacy and comfortability, and as I said, there are different levels of transparency depending on the level and duration of the relationship. So my nesting partners will know that I'm on a date with Mary, but the girl I just started seeing and that I'm still in the process of getting comfy with will just see that I'm busy. But that's it. The other calendar I'm going to mention here is that I have a Where's Waldo for my house, kind of. I live with 2 nesting partners, and it helps keep track of where I'm planning on sleeping for that night if I'm not on a date with someone else. For the most part, the way I remember it is I go to bed in the one that I didn't wake up in. There are switches and trades and move-arounds and trips and all kinds of things and considerations, but that was really the simple explanation, and the calendar helps us keep on track, and that way my partners know what's going on even if they forgot or something's out of whack. In some polycules, there can be issues with people who feel, rightly or not, I'm not judging, that time needs to be equal or even-ish, or want to know how the time is being distributed amongst the partners so they don't feel like they're getting the short end of the stick when they want a longer end of the stick. Sharing your calendar is one way to let people know how that actually works out, if that's what you want to do. As long as you put everything on your calendar, this doesn't always happen. Things happen spur of the moment. Life is full of audibles. It happens. Things don't make it on the calendar. Seriously, it's okay. Life does not end. Simply, it's up to you to decide what is important enough to put on there or to share. You and your polycule can make those choices and or pirate code or some guidelines that will fit to make everyone feel safest and the most considered. I'm not going to tell you what relationship level is needed for what access. That's up for you to decide. For me, I'd use providing access to my GPS as a way for a potential partner and I to figure out availability before ever having go on a date. 99% of the time, they get to see when I'm busy, not who I'm busy with, and it gives a good level of transparency as to how busy I actually am, and it helps set an expectation and let them know how much time is actually available in the future, how things will rotate, how things will work. I will have enough time that they want. My nesting partners and integral people in my life have access to everything, including some of my other calendars. It's also a good way for people to plan the steps and work on the dreams and things that your polycule connects on to work together and build together on that future that you're all talking about with that amazing intentional community. We all want it. Do it. So let's see how it works. I'm going to show you how to create dates, share your calendar, and a quick tip on how to make adding other calendars to invites, and that way you can set a date with someone and invite them and make sure that that is also added to your GPS so it's on your normal calendar as well as your social calendar, and it's on their calendar, and then you can figure it all out. So if you'll give me just a moment, we'll switch on. Alright, so here's what we're doing. Let's create a date. First thing we do, we go to create. Now on your phone it's a lot simpler, and you got to make sure if you're using a Samsung phone that you're using your Google Calendar, not your Samsung Calendar, because it gets confusing and shit's not cross-compatible, and it's really annoying when Samsung did that, but it's what you got to deal with, honestly, unfortunately. So here we are. We're going to add a title, date with Dancer. Dancer is one of my other accounts, so we'll just use that. We're going to go out on the 2nd of August. And we're going to go, this is 4:30 in the morning. We're going to go out for Mexican at 7:30. Doing that. There we go. We're going to come over here. So we're going to, at 7:30, we're going to have at least 3 hours together. Now, one of the annoying things I've noticed about using the desktop version of Google Calendar is that when you add guests on this little interface here, they don't stick. So we might as well, we're just going to hit save, and there we go. Now we're going to come back, we're going to open it back up, and we're going to edit it. Now I can go in and I can say dancer at pansdance.com, one of my other blogs and stuff. They're going to join us. That's spelled right, good. So we're going to hit enter. They're added. And then I want to go to Cancun. We already talked about it, and Dancer and I are going to go to Cancun up on 86th Street. It's a place that we used to go to a lot for the Indie Poly meetup, and they've got decent food, and it's cheap, so let's go have some Mexican, enjoy ourselves. So, oh wait, tacos, because we want tacos. I mean, that's part of the whole idea, is we want tacos, so we're going to go to Cancun for it. Food truck would be better. But it's sit down. it'll be nice. So we've got invite. It's going to go there. We're going here. We're going tacos. All right. So yes, I want to send the invite over to Dancer. So we're going to check real quick. And this is Dancer. And we're going to bring you down here. Go into our Gmail. Hey, look. Dancer's there's a date for Dancer. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to go. I'm not going to muck with trying to suggest other times and all that stuff. So we've got date with Dancer on the other person's calendar. So that's what it looks like when you send a date. Very simple. You get the message, confirm, do this. Yes, we're good. All right, so we're good. I got a date with Dancer. So we're back to the non-mainstream dad calendar. I've been thinking about it, and I need to make a GPS account for this, a social calendar for this. So I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to create a new calendar, and I'm going to call it NMD Social. Wait, cap locks. Okay, we're good. So we got that. We're New York, owner, yeah, create calendar. Creating calendar is this simple. And now we're going to come over, and we've got this. We've added it. Let's go back to settings. Hey, look, there's a social calendar. Over here on the ellipses, we go to settings and sharing. So we now have this calendar that we'll have track of, we own, and we can send invites to. And I want Dancer to see what my dates are. And when we have a date. Or when I have a date. Because I can add other people to this. And I don't want them seeing all of my calendar, but if I share the social one, they can see the parts I want them to see that I add to it. Because, I mean, they don't need to know when I go to the doctor or when it's time for me to replace the batteries on my... Important reminders are important, and we need to keep those personal sometimes. I use my memory calendar, actually, for that kind of stuff, but that's beside the point. So we've got non-mainstream dad social calendar. We've got... over here on the menu, share with specific people. So, I'm going to add somebody. I'm going to add Dancer. So we go Dancer at pansdance.com. There we go. And permissions. Now, we've just kind of started going out together. I'm going to let them see the busy details. You'll get the hint on what it looks like for the rest, but I want to see how this actually works. So, we've got that. I've now shared this calendar with them. Now, we can do this two different ways. One, I can do it dual calendar, where I add everything to the social calendar and keep it tracked on my normal calendar. Or I can just keep it tracked on my social calendar and do overlays and that kind of thing. Because if you rarely leave the desktop, you're not going to see a difference. So, we've got the social calendar. Now, if we come over here to Pan's Dance, we have more email. What's that? Oh, a calendar's been shared. Oh, that's cool. What's it say? Writing let you know is giving you access, free and busy information. We've added this. Oh, sweet. View the calendar. Let's come back over here. Where is it? Hey, look over there. Non-mainstream social. See, Morgan's GPS, that's mine. But we're doing this one right here, this one, for the moment. Because, well, we're not going to get into that because that's just ucky and personal. It's not ucky, it's personal. So we got non-main dad. All right, so we got that. We're showing it, but there's nothing added on it currently. So we're going to come back over here for a minute to non-mainstream dad so we can look and see what that looks like. So I'm going to set another date because we like to eat. And if you know me, you know that there is one thing on this planet I love, and that is sushi. So I want to have sushi. So I'm going to have sushi with Dancer. But I'm going to put this on the non-mainstream Dad's social calendar so I can make sure that things are kind of clean, you know? We're going to do this next Friday night. We're going to do this before we have tacos. It's a thing. I got to move the window again. I want you to be able to see. Please understand. We've got, oh wait, no. We need to do that like 5. I'm going to be hungry. We're going to do this at 6. Ooh, I want to have a good night. I think the plan is that they're going to spend the night, and the way I normally denote that is I just make the date can't clear out the entire night. That way it goes to midnight. You don't need to show that they'll be in there in the morning. It blocks it out the way you need it to for the calendar, honestly. That's the best way to do it. So we're going to save it, and since Google's a pain in the ass, we're going to come back in and we're going to open it. And I'm going to invite Dancer. To have dinner with me. All right, we got this. Oh, we're having sushi. So we're going to go to Watami. I love Watami. And let's see if... See, it'll even find it for you and put it in, so if you make a date for a place that you've never been to before, it'll show you how to get there. How cool is that? So we got that, we got Dancer added. So I'm going to say let's have sushi. And we're back to sending. So let's come back over. We're going to go over here to that one. And we have more mail. We keep getting mail. Hey, look. Sushi with Dancer. Watami Sushi, we're going to do this. Yes, I want to do this. This looks amazing. Oh, there we go. I had to scroll all the way to the bottom. Yeah, it's a long day. It's a really long day. So, and it's busy. That's all you know. I mean, Dad, busy. That's all they can see. Kind of cool, huh? And then over here they've got the normal. You can turn the non-mainstream dad calendar on and off, so you don't have to see it unless you want to. You don't have to share your personal. You can use a social one. You can use 2. You can use however many you want to use. So last step, I want to go in and we're going to create a short address in our calendar so we can easily add the calendar to other things. So, non-mean draft, we go into here. We're going to come into settings and sharing. All right, so we come over here to the non-mainstream dad social, and we'll go down from calendar settings, make it public or not. Some people make their social calendar public. I don't. We scroll down to integrate calendar. The calendar ID. That right there is the information we need. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back, and I want to go into, and we get notices that the dates were accepted. How cool is that? So we're going to go into contacts. And got it. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to create a contact. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go make sure that I do my email. And we're going to make that a work email. The first name is NMD. Social. Actually, let me do it this way. I'm going to downsize me because it's better if I'm small on this. So here we go. We've got that. We have our email address, and we hit save. We now have a calendar entry that we can short type in to add things to it. So watch. We're going to come back over here to calendar. We're going to come back out of the settings, and I'm going to make another date. I love to eat. This time, this time I want brats. Okay, so, however, I want brats. We're going to do this tomorrow because I need to eat soon. We're going to do this. We're going to have a cookout at 2 o'clock. It's going to go to at least 5:30. I know I keep having to move that. Not my fault. They keep doing this to me. Not my fault. All right, so we got 5:30, 2:30. I'd guess we can't do that yet because it's a pain in the ass. Eating brats. Eating bratties. Totally different event to invite somebody to. Totally different. We're going to save. Now, here's where we have the fun. Dancer and brats. We're going to come in here. We're going to edit it. So we already know that we can put dancer in. Wait, I misspelled it. All right, so there we go. All right, so apparently it takes a little time for it to sync up between that and the mail server. But this is how you do it. So, oh look, hey, I put in the address and it recognizes that it was NMD. It'll work. It just needs some time to actually add it and populate. So we're good. And so now we're going to send. And we see we've got dancer and brats on this one. And we have to move me around again. We're going to come over here. And we're going to come back. Look, dancer and brats. Wait, oh, that's because we haven't accepted them yet. We're going to come back. Here's the email. That's what we did. All right, so dancer and brats. Who, yes. Yes. Hey, look at that. Okay. 3, we have 1 awaiting. We need to accept this one. That's what's going on there. So we've got dinner with Ed. Dinner with Ed. There you go. We've discussed some of the ways Google Calendar can help you live non-monogamously, and I've shown you a little bit. I've talked about the house. So there you go. We've discussed some of the ways Google Calendar can help you live non-monogamously. I've discussed some of the benefits and some of the ways that can help. I'd like to get your feedback. What are some of the ways Google Calendar helps your life non-monogamously? How does it affect your poly? Are you comfortable with it? Is there a better tool out there that you know of? I'd like to hear from you. I don't know everything. I've learned a lot. I just don't know everything. Comment below so we can share together. Thank you for watching. Have an amazing day and enjoy living your best life. I'm Morgan Jones. Please comment below and talk about your Google Calendar help. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace.